All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 25 of my journey to profitability trading ES futures using order flow. So where we're at right now currently is we have passed one 150K challenge with TopStep, and that is what you're looking at on the screen right here. For anyone who's new here, I have been documenting my journey since beginning of May, and we blew 2 accounts. We had a free reset on one of them. So I guess you could technically say we blew 3 until we finally passed this one, and now we are after our first payout. So yeah, I have had this account from, see the date actually right there, I've had this account since the 27th of August, and I have yet to take a trade on it. There are a few reasons for that, but really I have just not found any good entries yet. And let's see, so the 27th of August, this week I was actually on vacation. I didn't get back till Thursday, and I didn't want to trade for Friday, the last day of the month. So that is why we didn't have any trades this week. And then the first week of September, Monday, we obviously had Labor Day. So yeah, Monday, obviously markets were closed. Then yesterday, which was Tuesday, let me see, I'll pull it up for you guys real quick, but I actually had no entries because I could not find a proper place to put my risk at, my stop loss at. And whenever things happen like that, it's better for me to just stay away, because I am just pretty much only focused on the risk aspect of trading. I found that to be the best thing to focus on when it comes to trading. So yeah, here's yesterday's session, and as you can see, we did not revisit the pre-market highs, and we just sold off the entire session, creating lower low after lower low, and that's what happened. So my plan for yesterday was basically to use the 5641 level as a judgment area, and I wanted to see if we either rejected or reclaimed this, and that was going to determine my entry. But we never even got a test of that. So according to my plan, I was supposed to look for shorts, but I was only supposed to look for pops that were below 5641, and yeah, that's why I didn't take any trades. Sometimes that's okay. I mean, obviously it sucks seeing that if I just would have opened a short right when the market opened, I would have been up like 100 points if I wanted it to. But there will be new opportunities every day, so I don't even care. It's funny to say that, because previously in my journey, like if I would have documented the beginning of my, like the real beginning of my trading journey back in like November or December, I would have been really pissed that I had no entry on that day, and it would have bugged me out a lot. But now I'm just at the point where it's like all I'm really looking for is a 10 to 15 point opportunity, and that comes very often. So I don't even care if I miss something like that, but still a bummer, but whatever. So all right, so my plan for today, since we broke out of this range, I wanted to see if we were going to get a retest at the low of the range, which we did, but this was after the time I would be taking entries. So I stopped trading at 10 a.m. I'm on Central Time, which would be 11 Eastern for you in the East Coast. And as you can see, pretty much right around 10 a.m. is when we started testing the previous range low. And if we rejected that, I was looking to play short off of that, but I did not take an entry today either. So yeah, I've came a long way from forcing trades every day. So like this is when I started my documentation trading. Like you see so many red days, and the reason why you see so many red days is I would take a trade that was not a part of my plan probably every single one of those red days, to be honest with you, and it obviously does not work for me very well. This was after I took like a pretty good break from trading, so I needed to get back into the swing of things. But if you don't have a plan in place and you are not having proper entry confirmations, this is what the P&L is going to look like on your month. So I mean, we did well with at least not going over a certain amount of money lost every day, that's good at least. But I mean, not following the plan and not having proper confirmations, this is the result of that, and this is also the result of that. So I started to win a few trades at the end of the month, it looks like. But yeah, so this is what my P&L looked like after I made the decision to strictly only take trades that were according to my plan. and it worked out really well for me. So here's July. I was on vacation this week right here, and also we had the 4th of July. So this 2 weeks was a little weird in the beginning, and then this is just me following my plan. And yes, I definitely missed out on some opportunities in this last few weeks here that I could have, but I mean, the monthly stats, nothing crazy, up $1,000 or whatever, 1,400. Nothing crazy, but it's positive, which is what we want to see. And then here's the following month, August. And so I remember conditions kind of changed. We had extreme volatility, and I was not comfortable taking entries because the new ranges were like so wild. Like it was not uncommon to get like an 80 to 100 point range in a day. So my typical risk amount is like 4 points. So obviously, like, you can enter a position and 4 points can be swung in literally seconds. And I actually think that happened on this day. The beginning of August was just kind of like, I was not comfortable with the beginning of August, so I just kind of refrained from putting on entries that I was unsure about. And yeah, I was on a bit of a cold streak so I was actually about to pass my evaluation on this day right here, and then I focused on that too much, forced 3 entries, put me in a hole. And the same on this day, except I forced literally 6 in a row. That was very bad. But as you can see, whenever you follow your plan, minus these 2 days, because I did not follow my plan on these 2 days, which were my only red days of the month. I mean, these losses were normal for sure, and I definitely followed my plan on all of these. The execution wasn't great, but I followed my plan, which was all right. Yeah, I mean, I called this series Journey to Profitability, and I don't want to say that I'm completely profitable, because from the start of my journey, which was in May, we are still down about $2,400 across all of my accounts that I've blown and the ones that I have today. But you can obviously notice a significant change in the trading if you were to subtract the days that I just like threw my plan out the window and threw my structure out the window. We've actually corrected a lot of mistakes, and I would say we've made a lot of great improvement. So that has been May to June, June to July, July to August, August to September. So that's like we're about 4 months into this journey, and I would say we have made very significant improvements in our everyday decision making and execution. So that is great. And now we're just obviously working towards our first payout. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments, would you consider this type of trading to be profitable, or do I still have to go some months and further prove that I'm not just getting lucky for the last 2 months? Let me know in the comments, because I'm definitely not going to sit here and tell you guys that I am 100% profitable, even though I honestly do feel like I am. We've definitely came a long way is the main point, and I feel a lot better about my trading since when I started in May for the YouTube. But yeah, I wanted to just show you guys this. So these are all of my trades from the entirety of all of my challenges since I've been documenting this journey. And I don't have everything marked perfectly. I don't think I have all these trades. Like, there's a lot of trades that I don't have marked or tagged up. But I just wanted to show you guys, if you haven't got the message yet, look at my wins. In my plan, in my plan, in my plan, in my plan. One not my plan, one not my plan. But like, most of my wins are all planned for wins. And most of my losses are all out of my plan or going against my plan. So like I said, not all these are tagged up, but majority of these would be outside of my plan. So that just shows you guys, if you have a good understanding and you can create a plan and you can follow it, you should be profitable. Now, to eliminate the losses that are in my plan, or now to eliminate the losses that I took that were still aligned with my plan. All I have to do is correct my entries. All I have to do is correct my entry criteria, or if I even have any, make sure I have entry criteria. And that's what I'm working on right now, is just mastering my entry confirmations and everything, because a lot of these trades, I mean, I do have a good understanding of what I'm looking for on Bookmap and the order flow and the DOM, but not all of these trades. I would say most of them definitely yes. A lot of these trades were entered prematurely, and a lot of these trades, some of them, not a lot of them, and some of these trades even had no entry confirmations that I was personally witnessing. Like, as simple as, it could be something as simple as, like, we get to my key level and then I see sellers step in aggressively, and then we get like a 2 to 3 point push away from my key level. I might enter just based on that, which you could say that that's entry criteria, but it's not entry criteria that I had pre-laid out. Like, I never took the time to really master recognizing the entry criteria. I've always kind of been acting on just what I knew based on my plan and what I saw. Like, if there was a significant amount of absorption at a high day and then we immediately break back under high day, like, I'm going to be able to understand that those players are trapped and that they're probably going to capitulate out of their positions, which is going to cause a further move, whichever way that may be, higher day or lower day. What I'm saying is, I can recognize certain things, but I don't have a crystal clear entry criteria for my setups. And I don't have setups broken down into anything other than, I used to just call it spotting sellers or spotting buyers. And I literally had only 2 setups and I deleted them. So I don't have the criteria, but basically I would have like, my entry criteria for those setups was just like confluences, like the VIX or divergences or stuff like that. And I would check them off if I saw them. But now I am dividing those 2 plans up, and I'm breaking them into sub setups, like trap buyers, trap sellers, and breaking them up into more specific setups rather than having the 2 broad setups. They weren't even really setups, they were just spotted buyers, spotted sellers. So that's where I'm at in my journey, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.